92.5. Second date update.
How do you know when you've met that special someone?
You just know.
Yeah?
Like, you just do.
I hear that a lot.
I mean, I thought I knew a lot of times before I actually knew, but then when you know, you're like, oh, there's other times I didn't actually know.
Well, I'd say a good hint is when you find yourself drunkenly emailing a radio show at 3 in the morning, demanding that they help you get your romantic life back on track.
Yes.
And
Always a good sign.
one of our listeners, Laura, felt like she may have found her once-in-a-lifetime kind of love, and she's on the phone with us right now. Now, Laura, I don't know if you were necessarily drunk when you sent us your email, but it did arrive in our inbox at 2:55 a.m. So
You're not totally wrong.
yeah.
She's like, what email? Who are you guys?
Well, tell us about this one-of-a-kind guy. What's his name?
Yeah, I mean, I actually can't even believe I'm really doing this because I've heard this part of your show before, and I always thought it was, like, I just never really thought that I would ever do something like this.
I see.
But
It's
here-
like you're a little judgy about the other people who did it
Yeah.
until
No,
you're here.
I but I get it now because I met this guy, and he is incredible. His name is Charlie. He is smart. He's got his stuff together. He's this, like, tech entrepreneur guy. And, I mean, really, really, like, checks off all the boxes for me. And, yeah, we met on this online app. I won't say which one. And
Again, something you
Yeah.
probably never thought you'd do because
Right.
that was for other people, not for you.
I'm not that judgy, I swear. But we did meet on an app. And, yeah, we went out on a date. Frisbee golfing. Do you know what Frisbee golfing is? Frolfing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was my first time. I've never done frolfing before.
I mean, it's a pretty also stereotypical tech bro activity
Yeah.
to me. A guy named Charlie.
He's a tech bro for sure, but a tech bro with like a six pack, so I'm not judging.
So wait, did he take his shirt off while playing frisbee golf because it gets so intense during the game?
How did you know that?
Well, he did. He had a little bit of sweat on his forehead, and he lifted up his shirt to blot his forehead, and I got a view. I got a view.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
So could you tell what his interest level was? Like, was he just trying to feel you out, or was there more romantic flirting going on?
Like, I didn't get the vibe that he was just after, like, you know, a hookup or anything.
Well, that's good. I mean, because that's, I assume, what you're looking for, too.
Yes, definitely. I mean, especially with him, yeah.
Okay. So how did this date, where did it go from Frisbee golf?
Nowhere after the Frisbee golf, but that's sort of a thing. The Frisbee golf was fun. I thought, you know, okay, I've never done this before, so I'm going to give it a go.
Yeah.
He had, like, packed a whole cooler of some goodies and some beer, which I'm not, like, a big beer drinker, but there was a moment where, you know, I'm not great at Frisbee, so I threw the Frisbee at him, and it did get him in the head.
Oh, classic.
Bonk.
Yeah.
Was that funny or was it awkward?
I thought it was, like, kind of funny. I mean, he wasn't seriously injured. He wasn't bleeding or anything. I mean, he went down. He did go
But-
down.
Oh, wow.
It's still not fun getting, like, hit in the face unexpectedly, even
Wait.
if it is like
Right.
a dodgeball or a frisbee.
He went down like he fell? Like you hit him that hard?
So he was up ahead of me. I guess putting is what you call it in Frisbee golf or whatever.
Actually, I think it's called frutting in Frisbee golf. Just saying.
And I never thought that I would actually even get it to him. So I really put some muscle behind it to get it all the way to where he was. And, yeah, it got him in the head.
And those discs are hard. They're not like the flimsy, like free frisbee that you get with a promotional name on it.
Okay, so after you assaulted your date with a Frisbee, did you go over and help him?
I did. And, I mean, he was pretty cool about it. I mean, he was kind of more funny than anything. You know, he was a really good sport about it.
And that's the only thing that you can think of that went wrong on the date?
There's only one other thing, which I think is pretty small, but it did have me thinking. Like I said, I don't normally drink beer.
Uh-huh.
So when I was drinking it, it was making me really burpy. I don't know how to describe it. So, you know, we were trying to talk, and, like, I kept either trying to stifle a burp or definitely I let a couple slip, and I know he had to have noticed.
Nice.
I mean, that's not a turnoff, though, is it? I mean, everyone burps.
If
and
anything, I think it's a turn on. I think
Yeah.
guys like a girl that can hang with the boys
I
and
belch.
let out a big burp. Like,
Okay, well,
that's a cool
belching
thing.
on a date would be maybe a turnoff.
That's the thing that I could think maybe could have gone wrong. But again, he was still a really sweet gentleman the whole time. And at the end of the date, he walked me to my car, and he hugged me. There was no kiss, but he did give me, like, a nice hug and said he had a good time.
Okay.
And then ever since then, I've reached out, and he just hasn't really followed up. And I'm just not sure what's going on. And like I said, I really like this guy, and I'm hoping you guys can help me, like, figure it out. Did I do something? Is there something I can do differently? If I did, I really want to make it work with this guy.
Wow. You're really like, sounds like you're willing to change yourself for him.
Well, I mean, not change myself, but if there's something like,
about your personality that you can do differently or things you can behave different. That's what she is saying.
No, she just really likes him,
Okay.
and like maybe it's something simple. But did he give you any indication that he wanted to go out with you again?
He said he'd call me when we left.
Yeah.
And then I reached out and I just haven't heard from him.
Yeah.
Kind of sketch. So I guess we're going to play a song. We'll come back, call Charlie for you, and we'll try and get you your second date update. Okay, Laura?
Oh, my God. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, so
right.
nervous.
Hold on. All right, we're in the middle of a second date update with one of our listeners named Laura. She met a guy online who she describes as a once-in-a-lifetime kind of person. I mean, his name's Charlie. He's smart, kind, funny, good listener, and he's got a six-pack.
Oh, he sounds like too good to be true.
Wow.
He sounds like me 10 years ago.
Does he?
He does.
You did have a six-pack at one point.
I think
Were you ever funny?
Hey.
Got him.
All right, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, and your boys were pouting too.
It was too much. It was too
Anyway.
easy, Jeffrey. Too easy.
Laura and this guy who is much funnier than me went frisbee golfing or frothing, where she accidentally hit him in the head with one of her frisbees. The only other thing that she can think of that might have been a turnoff is that she kept burping while they were drinking beers out on the course.
Right.
And now he's not calling her back. Is there anything else that we missed from that, Laura?
No, you pretty much got it. I mean, like I said, I just really hope that it wasn't something that's sort of silly as just like burping or accidentally hitting him on the head. He's like truly, I think, my dream list guy. He's got everything. He's such a great listener. He's obviously good looking. And, he's just like got his life together.
Oh,
It
God.
makes me sad because we're building them up so much. And what's
know,
the saying? Like, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
And that's right, Laura. I just want you to be like somewhat guarded on this one because you said at the end of the date, he said, "Yeah, I'll call you later." I mean, it just sounded like he may not be as interested as you are.
Yeah, I hope it's not that. I hope he's just maybe been busy with work or something.
All right, well, let's find out. Let's call Charlie and see how funny he really is. I'm just kidding. Let's dial the phone number, and we'll try and get you your second date. Stop laughing, Brooke.
I can't help it.
Stop it. All right.
I think you're adorable, Jeffrey.
Whatever. Let's just dial the phone number.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Charlie, please?
this is Charlie.
Hey, Charlie. How's it going? My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. Do you have a second to talk with us?
Sure.
Okay.
Well,
Don't worry.
what is this about?
We're calling about your dating life because you went out with a girl recently. Oh, is that funny?
He laughs.
I'm sorry, you said you're calling about a date?
Yes. You went out on a date recently with a woman, and you're not reaching out to her afterwards. So she got a hold of us to see if we could get in touch with you. Her name's Laura.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You remember Laura?
Yeah, I I went out with her not too long ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
we know that. That's what we just said to you. But Laura is wondering why, after your date, you've decided to ignore her.
I wouldn't say I'm ignoring her. I just I haven't talked to her since the date.
She's really excited about you. So maybe she's a little overeager in terms of you getting back to her. I mean, were you planning on a second date with Laura?
Yeah, it's kind of a complicated question.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I always feel like the complicated word means that you have someone else.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally on Facebook. There's an option.
Right.
It's complicated.
What's the situation?
Yeah, I mean, we went on one date, and I guess I just haven't thought about it after that.
Okay.
There's kind of like other things going on, so.
Other thing. Did you connect with Laura? Because, I mean, the way she described you, you're a damn unicorn.
Yeah. She says that you're smart and kind and just hilarious and that you have a six-pack. And she had a lot of fun frisbee golfing with you, and she's really blindsided because she has no idea why you wouldn't be wanting to get in touch with her again.
I don't know what to say, guys. I mean,
Do you have a girlfriend? Is that why you don't want to talk to us about it?
well, I am engaged.
What?
Whoa.
Engaged?
Yeah.
Why are you on a dating app if you're engaged?
Yeah, dude.
Well, my fiance knows I went on a date. Okay, like
What?
we've actually been engaged for 8 years.
Huh?
What?
This is the thing we do. I mean, it's all in the up and up. My fiance knows about this.
So wait, you have an open relationship with your fiance?
Not exactly.
Oh no.
I don't get it.
We kind of, we do it once a year where we test our relationship out and we go on a date and see what it's like and where we're at and like how we feel about the relationship.
What? A test date to see if you still like your fiance better than the options that are available?
That's interesting. I never heard of that, but I can see the logic.
Yeah, it's kind of like get a new perspective on things and kind of see where you're at.
Huh.
Okay, and so after your test date with Laura then, where are you at now?
Like I told you, I hadn't really thought about it a lot. It just happened,
Yeah, you're engaged for 8 years and you go on one date a year to see if you still like your fiance and you haven't
Whoops.
thought about it a lot? Like, wouldn't that be all you're thinking about? Because it certainly would be all I was thinking about.
If that's your one date a year.
But kind of a big moment of the year.
I guess I have thought about it, but my fiance is scheduled to go on her date this week, so we're going to talk about it once it's all done.
Oh my God. So what do we tell Laura?
Does Laura even know that you're engaged? Were you upfront with her about that?
Well, no, I didn't tell her because I didn't think she would go out with me if I told her that.
Yeah, I wonder why. Well, the good news is you're not going to have to take a moment to have a conversation with Laura.
Not again.
Yeah.
No.
Because you've actually already told her now.
What do
Charlie?
you mean?
Yeah, Laura's been on the other line listening, and she heard everything that you said.
Are you kidding
What do
me
you
with
mean she's
this?
listening?
I'm right here, Charlie. This is insane. Who does this?
Well, I do, and so does my fiance.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so that's why. When you think that somebody is too good to be true, it actually is too good to be true. This is
yeah.
insane.
Well, can I just say this? I mean, it was really nice, all the nice things you said about me, though.
Well, can I take them all back? You crazy? Like, crazy cancels out six-pack. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well-
I don't know that that's true, Laura, actually, but fine.
No.
Yeah.
Well, hold
I mean,
on.
There's cut lines, too. like
Laura,
talk,
you didn't hear what he said. He said that he still has to think about it yet. He hasn't completely ruled you out.
Yeah.
His
I'll
wife...
I'll make the decision super easy for you there, Charlie. No thanks. You and your fiance can just go be crazy with whoever else you want. I want no part in this insane.
I mean, to be honest, I was kind of leaning toward the old relationship anyway. I mean, look at how you're reacting to this.
Oh,
My
wow.
fiance would never speak to me like
I
that.
mean, your fiance does sound pretty cool, I'm going to
Yeah.
say. I mean, the thing is, Laura, would you have ever gone out with him if he would have been honest in the beginning?
That's a hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where you're going wrong with this, Charlie. Like, yeah, go ahead and do your one date a year if that's what you and your fiance, but you can't pull people in and not be honest with them when you're
Yeah.
involving others' emotions.
I mean, she never asked me if I was engaged. I would have told her if she had asked me.
Oh, I see. It's
Yeah.
her fault.
Yeah, that is a pretty
right.
typical first date question. Like, are you engaged?
It honestly should be these days.
I know, apparently.
I mean, I just don't understand why everybody's freaking out about this. I mean, I was honest with you guys when you asked me.
Because you've committed yourself to marrying another woman already.
Right, but once a year, I get to go on a test date. And we didn't kiss. I'm not doing anything shady. I mean, it's a first date.
That's called leading someone on. That is shady. Don't be on a dating app if you don't want to be investing time with someone. That's crazy.
Yeah,
And
it's
don't-
false advertisement for sure on your dating profile.
And don't be engaged if 8 years later you're still not going to get married. Like, when are you
That's
eventually going to
true.
decide, okay, now's the right time, we're going to get married now?
Yeah.
Like, another 8 years?
You called me. I mean, like, are you just, like, calling me to tell me how to run my life here? I mean, I don't...
Yes, I am calling you to tell you how to run your life. Don't get engaged and then drag out the engagement for 8 years with tests once a year to try and figure out if you still want to do it.
He has a fear of commitment that he needs to work through. You just don't need to involve other people's emotions.
Well, don't get engaged then. What are you doing? It's madness.
Why are you so upset?
Why are you engaged? Oh.
I mean, for God's sake, it was just Frisbee golf and a couple of beers. I don't understand why you guys are freaking out about this.
Because I think Jeff thinks that he actually went out with you at one point.
Yeah. He's like, call me back, bro.
Oh, my God.
You would be engaged.
Oh, man.
Well, at this point, I'd like to ask if you would like to go out on another date with Laura.
If one of them says yes, this is the biggest twist in second date update history.
We'll pay for it, Charlie.
No, I mean, look at...
All right, well.
That's all right, Charlie.
Laura, sorry you didn't get a second date.
This is like a blessing. I'm so glad that it didn't work out.
Yeah.
And don't you want to give your well wishes to Charlie and his fiance?
Oh, yeah. He's going to need some well wishes.
Who needs well wishes?
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone for today's second date update sent us a very short email, and it simply said this: I think I know why I'm not getting a call back. It's because I brought a gun to the date.
What? Why would you do that?
Hey, Todd, what's up? How are you, man?
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good. Thank you for emailing the show. Appreciate it. Now, you want us to do a second date update for you today with a girl named Veronica?
Yeah, that's right.
Then you didn't say much in your email other than the fact that you brought a gun to the date.
Please be talking about your muscle.
I did. No, it was a gun. I carry a gun on me, and I mean, I don't think it's a big deal, but I'm thinking that might have played part.
Todd,
You're
it's a big deal.
You're a registered gun owner. You have a permit to carry a gun?
Absolutely, yes, sir, I do.
Okay, but why?
You didn't clarify in your email. I was just like, what do you have it like tucked into the back? And you just like set it out on the table like, yeah, you never know, girl.
Right.
But
So you have a permit to carry your gun, and you decided to take it on your date. Why?
Well, the crime rates in Seattle make people want to protect themselves, and I'm someone that would like to protect myself, especially if I'm, with company and going out on a date with a young lady.
Okay.
I would like to be able to have that option of protecting her in case something were to arise.
Wait,
How
did you
long
just
have
come
you-
out of the wild, wild west and you're going to go do a shootout with Jesse James?
You tell me if you were in a situation and you didn't have a handgun on you, then you can argue with me about that.
Yeah.
No, I've never. No, that's so weird. When did you show her the gun?
She noticed it was on me. I didn't show it off to her, but she noticed that I had it on me. I didn't have it necessarily completely concealed, but she did see that I had it.
How long have you carried a gun with you?
For a couple of years now.
A couple years now. And does that work out for you? People are normally cool with it?
Well, I mean, they're going to have to be.
No matter.
Yeah. Got a
Hey,
gun.
you're the one that has a gun. You're right. Okay.
How did she react to seeing the gun on you since you didn't tell her about it? Did you have a conversation?
She didn't take kindly to it. She did have a reaction to it. I tried to calm her down and continue on to the meal, but she wanted to discuss a little bit, and I understand that. She wanted to feel comfortable with it, and I think by the end of the conversation, she warmed up to it a little bit.
Other than the gun thing, is there anything else that was weird about your date?
Well, I took her to a nice dinner. I let her order wherever she wanted, and after that, we kind of drove around a little bit and talked about each other's jobs, and, I offered her, if she wanted to watch a movie, and so we did that, and I took her back to my apartment, and we ended up watching a movie there.
Yeah.
That wasn't because you used your gun, was it? Like, hey.
It was not.
Okay.
Nope. I actually did not remove the gun from my person the entire time.
So you got her back to your place to watch a movie. She must have liked you.
I thought she did, but I haven't heard from her since.
So at the end of all of this, did you guys end up kissing?
No, none of that happened, and I thought I showed her a good time, but apparently that's not good enough these days. I don't know.
How many times have you tried to get a hold of her since your date?
Well, the date was about a week ago, and I haven't heard really anything, and I probably messaged her maybe 3 times.
So what exactly was it that you liked about her so much?
She was just a really kind of natural, easygoing person. Even if someone has an issue with the gun, she seemed, after maybe 5 minutes of discussion about it, she seemed okay. And, That's what I liked about her.
Yeah, I would think it would probably be something else, because if somebody has a problem with guns, they don't want to be around them at all. She wouldn't go back to your place. You know what I mean?
Like, you could have a
she would have been
arsenal there or something.
She would have been done after dinner. You know.
Well, I do have a couple of guns at the apartment, but I don't think she should be that surprised.
Did
by
you
it.
show her your guns at the apartment?
They're out. They're on display.
Okay. Do you have like a gun rack?
More of a showcase, kind of with the glass door.
Are you sure we're not doing second date update in Idaho?
All right, man. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and see if we can get your second date update. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Todd is on the phone. He wants us to call Veronica. Veronica isn't calling him back, and he's not sure why. He thinks it's that he brought a gun on his first date. Todd is a registered gun owner. He has a permit to carry a weapon. He brings his gun everywhere because he, just wants it for protection. Todd, I think, though, the reason that you're not getting a call back isn't because of the one gun that you brought with you on your date.
Uh-huh.
Okay, when you took her back to your place, like you said, and you described how you have sort of a display of guns,
Yeah.
I feel like that might have pushed it over the top. It might have made her a little nervous.
All right.
You think?
I mean, who knows for sure? I'm curious what she says.
And Todd, if she happens to be one of these gun-hating hippies, you still want a second date?
Oh, come on.
You still want a second date with her?
I think if we can work it out, I'd be interested in that.
All right, so you're open to it, okay.
Would you be willing to lock up the guns if that was the case?
My guns are locked up except the one that I had on me.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to dial the number now, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update, okay? You ready?
Sure, thank you.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Veronica, please?
Who is this?
Hi, Veronica. My name is James. I'm calling from the National Rifle Association. Wondering if you would take a survey with us real quick. You're a gun lover, correct?
Not really. I guess I'm okay with them.
Hey, Veronica.
Yeah?
This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. Hi.
Have you ever heard our radio show before?
I'm sorry, I haven't.
Okay. I'll explain to you the reason why I was pretending to be from the National Rifle Association in just a second. But we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update.
Okay.
Okay? It's where if you go out on a date with someone and then blow them off, they email us and ask us to give you a call and ask why.
Okay.
So you recently went out with one of our listeners. His name is Todd.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now does it make sense why I was joking around about being from the National Rifle Association?
Yeah, it exactly makes sense now.
Okay. So Todd told us about your date. He said that you seemed a little weirded out that he carries a gun.
After talking to him, he made me feel very comfortable about it.
Okay.
So I wasn't that nervous, but, I mean, it is a little weird to carry a concealed weapon on you
So
on a first date.
Todd talked to us. He said that he really enjoyed your date, and he'd love to see you again, but he feels like the fact that he brought that gun on the date turned you off, and that's why you're not returning any of his phone calls. Is that why you're not calling him back?
No, that's not why.
Okay, is it anything to do with the guns?
No, it actually has nothing to do with guns.
Okay, do you mind telling us why then, so we can pass the news along to him?
Well, we were watching Titanic, and that's one of my favorite movies. And towards the end, yeah, we were watching Titanic. He put it in, and I was just like, how sweet. He actually likes romance. Really nice, right?
And that's like a 4-hour movie, too.
Yeah, but it was nice because we were talking in between, and at the end of the movie, after Leonardo dies, he just blatantly asked if I want to f*** him.
What?
Whoa.
What? That was
Are you did he say it like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Do you want to
What?
Really?
He had been a gentleman all the way up until this point.
He sounds like a gentlemanly dude. Like he sounds like he would not go there.
Very formal.
And you're not over exaggerating. That's the way he said it to you.
That is how he said it, and I just thought it was completely inappropriate, made me feel uncomfortable, and then I started thinking in the back of my mind, all the guns.
Yeah.
So,
Look, we talked to him and asked him about your date. He left that out. He didn't say that he said that at the end of the night. He said, I even asked him, like, what's the last thing you guys said to each other? And he's like, oh, it was just normal. She said goodbye and thought I'd see her again, and that's it. Did you make it obvious that you were upset?
No, he has guns. I just was very calm and tried to get out of the apartment and get back to my house.
I don't blame you one bit.
Hey,
That is
Veronica?
insane.
Veronica, hang on one second. Todd, did you actually say...
Now, hold on.
Veronica, I should let you know that Todd's on the phone with us. He's been listening this whole time.
He's on the phone.
Hi. I got to clear that up. First things first, I did say that, but we had some drinks. And, I think calling me out on the air like that right now, you guys weren't there. You didn't feel what I felt, and I thought it was an okay thing to maybe say.
No, it's his first date, dude.
How is that okay to say? There's other ways to say it more romantically, or gestures or movements to go in that direction. I mean, to blatantly come out and say it, I'm not a prostitute.
Well, no, I'm not saying you are a prostitute, nor did I offer you money for it, did I? We had some drinks, and I thought we were enjoying each other's company. There was a romantic movie on, and it's obvious when I'd say things to people.
Okay, but do you understand where I'm coming from? Towards the end of the movie, you paused it, looked me in my eye, and said, "Do you want to?"
Oh my gosh!
I did. I did say that, and I remember that. And I am sorry if that came across as crude. I did not mean it to be, nor did I.
What other way, Todd? What other way could that come across?
Oh, gosh.
She didn't immediately leave. So I didn't think that it was, it just didn't register.
Maybe she was scared.
Have you used that line on other women, Todd?
And, I'm just I'm an honest man. I don't know what else you want me to say about it.
You're a straight shooter.
Yeah, there it is.
I like that about you, Todd.
Okay.
Gosh.
Hey, Veronica, at this point, I would love to ask you guys if you'll go out on a second date.
Oh, God.
I will pay for it, Veronica, if you'll go out with Todd again.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a no.
No? Are you sure?
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I'm positive.
He's a sweet talker. I could have him try to convince you.
Sweet tiger. All those romantic
Well,
words.
let me just say that if we were to go on a second date, I will be more of a gentleman because, I appreciate what you're telling me now, and, I understand.
I
understand, and I apologize.
What you're saying, Todd, is that you're not a player, you just a lot. Right?
It's not even that. No, sir, it's not that. I apologize, and I didn't mean to offend you, and if I did not know it at the time, and I would love to take you out again.
Veronica, has Todd convinced you to go out with him?
I think he's probably a really nice person, and he might need to see somebody to help him with dialogue with women, but I just don't think that this is going to be compatible for me.
You're sure about that?
I'm positive.
All right. Thank you for your time, Veronica.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Now that we're done with this, I do have to ask you a question.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Jubal.
Don't do it.
Do you want
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We've been doing these second date updates for quite a while now, and it never ceases to amaze me how many people actually get ditched on their first date.
Yeah. I agree. It's shocking.
Yeah, it really is weird. We get a lot of emails from people who are like, yeah, they just left in the middle of the date.
Yeah.
Strange for me because nobody's ever not wanted to finish a date with me.
Oh, my God.
Let alone a second and third date. I mean, I've never had a problem at all.
I
So
bet you haven't.
it's all kind of foreign to me, but whatever. It's not about me right now. It's about Robert, who is on the phone for a second date update. He's confused because his date ditched him on their first date.
What?
What's up, Robert?
Hey, how's it going?
God, Robert, that's got to be the worst feeling.
Yeah, very confusing.
Let's talk about the girl you want to call first. What's her name?
Melissa.
Melissa. And where did you meet her?
We met off Tinder, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not as shocking that she ditched you in the middle because you just never know what you're going to get with Tinder, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's Tinder, but when we actually had the date, it went really well. We had a great time.
It sounds like it went great.
So good she ran.
Yeah, maybe it was too much fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun up to the point where I couldn't find her.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do?
Well, I thought it'd be a really great idea that we go to like one of those family activity centers, the mini golf and batting cages.
That's always nice because especially when you don't know someone, there's at least the common ground of you're doing an activity together.
Did you win her a prize?
No, we didn't make it to the arcade.
That's probably why she left.
That's it. Because what girl doesn't want to go home with a 4-foot-tall giraffe?
See? Brooke knows. So what'd you guys do there? Was it all fun, or were there awkward moments where you think it might have caused her to leave?
It was all fun. I mean, we started off with mini golf because I thought that was like a good way to bring in the conversation, and then batting cages. We had a great time with that.
Nice. You impress her with how hard you can hit a ball.
She was actually the one with the athlete, so she could actually hit the ball further than I could.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe that's why she left. She's like, dude, I can't be with this guy.
This guy can't
Can't even hit a baseball.
God, you do understand women, don't you, Jubal?
Yep.
I hope that wasn't the case, but she eventually ditched me. So
Could be then.
I'm dying to know how she ditched you at a family fun center.
Yeah.
all right, well, think of the perfect place, and I'll tell you if you're right or not.
Bathroom?
No, laser tag.
How did you guess that?
Wait, did I really guess it?
Was that it?
Is that
guessed it,
is that
right?
really actually it?
Yeah, laser tag. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I should ditch more people. I'm good at this.
Yeah, we played laser tags, and we were on the same team, and we were right next to each other the whole time. She was doing great, and we were kind of go on these little side missions and stuff like that. And eventually, I got tagged out, and I had to go back to a recharge center, and then I kind of lost track of her.
Yeah.
And then the game was over. The kids won.
Of course.
The kids always win in those
So
things.
good.
And so, I go out there to turn in our equipment, and she's not out there. And I'm like, well, she must not know the game's over. So I go back in, and I couldn't find her. And so I go back out, and I asked the attendant. He didn't know what was going on.
God, you left your fallen comrade on the battlefield.
No, she left me behind.
Yeah.
I was the fallen one.
Did you look around the whole place for her?
Yeah, I looked everywhere, and then I texted her, and no response. I didn't get anything from her. And so I called her, and it went straight to voicemail. Eventually, I had to just leave, and I was really confused.
Yeah.
I thought, we were going to continue the night, and I just, I didn't know what to do.
Weird.
I just picture you wandering through the family fun center where's Melissa? Has anybody seen a Melissa?
It was probably the sorriest sight there.
Most people thought Melissa was probably a 6-year-old,
Yeah.
but it turns out she was a grown adult that had gone missing.
You lost your date at the family fun center.
Man.
Yeah.
That is so weird. And you haven't heard anything from her at all.
Not a peep, nothing.
Weird.
Have you tried to call her again?
I tried to call her a day later, and then I started to kind of catch on that it was she's just obviously ignoring me. But I'm so confused. I want to know at what point she decided to just ditch me, and what went wrong, what I could do, what I could do, what I did. I'm so confused.
It sounds like it. I would be confused too, because from what you've told us, everything sounded like a normal date.
Is anyone else worried about the safety of this woman?
Yeah,
she was taken away by a gang of children or something. That just seems so weird to just disappear in the middle of a game.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it for a long time, and like you said, if you're going to ditch someone at a family fun center, it's going to be at laser tag. So she must have been planning it for a long time.
You know what I think might have happened, Robert?
What?
And this actually happened to a friend of mine during a laser tag type thing. She may have gotten sucked into the game.
What?
They made a movie about it and everything.
No.
Yeah, about Tron.
No.
Or was that was just a movie?
So then I have to go in there and stay for.
It's not a documentary.
You have to go. Oh, no, it's not a documentary?
No.
Oh, never mind then. That's a made-up movie. That wouldn't be able to happen. All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Awesome.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I don't know how many nights I've woken up in a cold sweat from the tragedy that I've seen on the laser battlefield. Can happen any moment. Just be walking down the street and see a stoplight change too fast, and it brings me right back to that place. Jim! Jim, turn around! At 12 o'clock, there's a sugared up 7-year-old right behind you, Jim! No! No, why couldn't Jim just turn around?
No.
Why couldn't he just listen to me? It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Jim. And on the phone today
Oh, man.
is another comrade
Yeah.
that has lost a loved one in the laser battle zone. I'm talking about Robert.
Oh no.
Robert, I'm sorry to get too real on you there, man.
No, that's the story of my life, man.
But
Yeah, he's having flashbacks right now.
don't worry, we'll see if we can track down the person who you lost playing Laser Battle. If you're just joining us, Robert is on the phone, and he wants to call a girl named Melissa. She actually ditched him on their first date. They went to one of those family fun center type of places. They were playing laser tag, and then when they were done playing, she was gone, and he hasn't been able to get a hold of her. So we're going to try to get her on the phone and see if we can find out why she ditched him. You ready?
I'm not sure you guys are going to reach her. She's not answering my calls. I called a bunch.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll give it a shot and see if she picked up our phone, okay? Here we go, man. I'm going to dial her phone number right now.
Hello?
Hey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I was looking for Melissa.
Wait, what? Who is this?
My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. Is this Melissa?
Yeah,
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
What can I help you with?
Well, I'm actually calling you today because one of our listeners sent us an email hoping that we could track you down.
What?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So we got an email from a guy who went on a date with you. His name is Robert.
Robert?
Yes, Robert. He said that you ditched him in the middle of it, and he's been trying to get a hold of you.
Come on.
Do you have a minute to tell us what happened and why you would leave Robert in the middle of your first date?
Oh, do I have to?
Yes,
I'd appreciate it.
I mean, you ditched a guy in the middle of your first date. You at least owe him that. That is so rude.
Wait a second. You obviously do not know the story. I did not do anything wrong.
Whoa.
Okay. He swears that your date was amazing, and there was no reason that you should have left him there.
Yeah. Okay, it was fun until it wasn't fun anymore.
Okay, that's usually how they go. Yeah.
So take us through the date then. When did it not become fun?
Oh, so we were playing laser tag.
Okay.
I'm assuming you know about this.
Yeah, we know that you left him in the middle of laser tag.
Oh, it's not exactly how it happened.
Can you tell us how it happened from your side of the story?
Yeah, fine, I guess. Fine. We were playing laser tag, and it was fun. And Rob got super competitive. He was, like, charging these 8-year-olds down.
As one should when they're playing laser tag. I mean, you're in it to win it, right?
Right, I guess that's kind of the point. But he, like, went on this mission to go after this one kid, and he got really into it. And he, like, whipped around this corner, and he back-ended my face with his gun.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, but
Okay, so he accidentally hit you.
No, he hit me with the gun. There's, like, no way he didn't know he hit me with the gun.
I doubt it doesn't sound like he pistol whipped you. It sounds like it when it's an accident.
No, well, it may have been an accident, but he was being, like, an idiot. And, like, clearly, like, the mission of getting this 8-year-old was more important to him than making sure my face was okay.
So why didn't you say something like, ow, that hurt, watch where you're going?
I did say ow, but they're also like playing that ridiculous music, and there's blood streaming down my face.
You were bleeding?
I was a mess. I was bleeding.
Wow. All right, he did hit you hard then.
Wow.
Yeah, he hit me in the face and he broke my nose.
What? Wait,
Whoa.
your nose is broken right now?
Whoa.
Why do you think I sound like this?
I
just
didn't
thought
notice.
you were nasally.
Yeah, I didn't want to assume anything.
Old?
No, he broke my freaking nose.
Wow.
I was bleeding all down my face, and I was embarrassed. It's like a first date, and there's blood all over my face, and I went to the bathroom, and I didn't know what to do, and so I called an Uber, and I went to the hospital.
I know that's really bad, but I just can't imagine this guy not feeling horrible if he actually knew that he did that.
I mean, I didn't even care about the date anymore. He was just being a reckless jerk, and then, like, I just thought my nose was hurt, and I get to the hospital, and then they're like, it's broken.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
If anything...
I had surgery.
What? You had to have surgery, too?
They had to fix it surgically. I've been out of work.
Oh my God.
Wow.
If
All right.
anything, I'd be hitting him up for hospital
Yeah.
bills. That is
Seriously.
intense.
Melissa, I am so sorry.
Wait, who is that?
That's Robert, Melissa. He's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
On the phone?
Yeah.
You put him on the... This is ridiculous.
I am so sorry.
I'm recovering from surgery. Why are you on the phone? Just leave me alone.
Oh.
I had no idea. I just wanted to know what happened. I had no idea.
I broke my nose and I ruined my favorite shirt, dude.
I'm so sorry. I mean, I tried calling you. I tried finding out what happened, and you didn't tell me what happened. I mean, obviously,
I had to take myself to the hospital. I couldn't answer the phone because I was taking myself to the hospital and getting my mother on the phone to meet me there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you would have told me, I would have taken you to the hospital. I had no idea. You know, I would have taken.
Robert, you were the last person I wanted to see with my face all bloody.
Oh.
It was in my best interest to get as far away from you as possible.
But it was an accident. I would have taken you to the hospital. I would have paid for all your bills. I would have taken care of it.
What did you think you hit with the gun? When you felt your gun hit something, what did you think your gun hit? You didn't even look behind you. You were charging ahead at that redhead kid.
You was being a brat.
Really,
Oh my
Melissa?
gosh, Robert.
I think the person to blame is that redhead kid.
Yeah.
Take him down.
Honestly.
I mean, listen, I'll do anything to make this right. I had a great time. I know you did right up until that point. If you would have told me, I would have been able to do something. And I want to do something now. If you have any bills, I'll take care of those bills for you.
Whoa.
Like,
You
don't have to work.
I'm fine. I do not need you.
I don't need. I think she said I don't need you,
Yeah.
but I'm not quite sure that that's what you said. Is that right, Melissa?
I do not need you. I can't. I'm sorry. There is packing material in my nose.
Oh,
I feel absolutely terrible. There's no way I could feel great about what happened. I screwed it up. I get it, but I want to make it right. If I can do that in any way, I would. I will.
Melissa, you should. He really didn't mean to do it. I know you're upset and you're hurt and you had to have surgery, but it was truly an accident.
Sounds like it.
I don't know. It sounds to me like he did it on purpose. Sounds to me like, Melissa, it was malicious. That's what he does. He takes girls out and then breaks their noses playing laser tag. He's a monster.
Bam!
Yeah, all those monsters that take you to the family fun center.
I don't really know what to think right now. My nose is aching, and I'm on painkillers, and you guys are calling me.
Melissa, I think that you should probably give Robert another shot. He sounds very apologetic.
Yeah.
It's obvious that he didn't mean to do that. Maybe he got a little too competitive, trying to go after that stupid redheaded kid. But anytime you're playing laser tag with those kids, it gets frustrating. And I guarantee he didn't know what he was doing. Would you like to go out with him again on a second date? Once you get better, we will pay for it.
Why would you pay for the date? Robert's already offered to pay for my medical bills.
Okay, well then Robert would pay for it then. But would you go out with him one more time?
I'll do anything to make this right, to do it again.
You can go and get me some takeout, and we can start there, and you can leave it at my door, and when I've successfully gotten the takeout into my door, then you will back 3 steps away from the door, and then I will consider letting you in if you've done all that safely, but I will not ever go to a family fun center with you again because there was nothing fun about any of this.
Well, there you go.
God, Melissa, you
Robert,
are so cute.
Would you be willing to bring Melissa some takeout food and start working your way back into her good graces?
No plastic utensils, no knives or anything.
We'll make it completely safe, Melissa.
I'm in. Whatever you want. I'll get you takeout, finger food only. I'll start there. What's your favorite restaurant?
Oh.
I like Indian food.
I will find the best Indian food restaurant in the city, and I will bring it to you.
Well, I'm kind of hungry, and my mom had to go to work.
Sweetie.
I think Melissa is so high on pain pills right now.
I feel so bad for her.
Robert, congratulations. You sort of have a second date.
With an almost sober person.
It works for me. That sounds great.
And Melissa, get better soon, all right?
Oh, this is fine.
Bye, Melissa.
It is fine, Melissa. Go to bed and coordinate with Robert to get yourself some food. Have a good one.
Brooke Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
All right, you just heard the second date update from several months ago featuring Robert and Melissa, where Melissa mysteriously disappeared in the middle of a laser tag date, and Robert had no idea why, so he wanted us to call her, and we called her and found out that he accidentally hit her in the face with his laser gun and broke her nose. And so the reason she left was she had to go to the hospital. Robert had no clue that he did it, and after talking about it, Melissa wouldn't agree to a second date, but she would at least let Robert bring her some takeout food while she recovered from her broken nose. And now they're both on the phone for a second date update. Robert, Melissa, how you guys doing?
Hi,
Hey, guys.
how are you?
Good. Your nose sounds better.
Oh, it's so much better. Thank you.
So what happened? Are you two officially dating now? Did Robert bring you the food?
Yeah, no, he brought me the food.
Okay.
We had really good Indian. It just so happened when he showed up, it was like perfectly timed when my family was all coming over and taking care of me. So there was a bunch of my family there.
Oh, that's
So,
awkward.
So wait, for your second meeting, he met your family?
yeah, no pressure. He met my whole family on that date.
God, was that weird for you, Robert?
Yeah, having to explain to them what happened and that it was a total accident.
Sorry, sir, I broke your daughter's nose. Good to meet you, though.
Pleasure.
She hates me, but she's really nice.
How was it with them? Were they cool with you, or were they like, oh, that's the guy that broke your nose? Why are you over here?
I mean, by the time I got over there, they had all heard the second date update, all that stuff. So they were kind of giving me a hard time about it, but they were, laughing and chucking it off. They were having a good time with me, and I deserved it, I guess.
Well, that's good.
But you guys didn't start dating out of it, or did you try to date a little bit?
The chemistry wasn't really exactly there. It wasn't really my thing. But he came over to bring the food, and that was like really nice. And we all kind of noticed Robert had some serious chemistry with my sister Jessica.
Wait, what?
Did you try to break her nose too? That's Robert's thing,
Yeah,
right?
get over here.
Are you
I
serious?
stayed far away from her nose.
Okay.
So wait, Melissa, everyone noticed that Robert was hitting it off with your sister.
Yeah, so like I'm a mess and I'm there like broken nose and in bed and like Robert was fine. He was standing there and talking to my sister and they were definitely flirting and getting things for me together and laughing about it. So they definitely seemed to be hitting it off. My dad was even making jokes about it later.
Really?
Yeah, they like don't break any more of my daughter's noses, that kind of stuff.
Okay. And Robert, I'm guessing since we're doing a second date update, you felt the chemistry too with Melissa's sister?
I mean, I didn't expect that to happen, but it was kind of weird. I mean, Melissa was right there, and I started talking to Jessica. We kind of hit it off.
Whoa.
Wow.
Chemistry.
So wait, Robert, you're now dating Melissa's sister?
We are. We're dating. It's actually pretty serious.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah.
And you're cool with that, Melissa?
Yeah, well, he's making it sound like it was all his idea. I'd say it was probably more my idea than anything.
what?
I didn't think it was really going anywhere with me and Robert, and he liked my sister, so might as well make somebody happy out of this whole traumatic, awful date.
Oh my gosh.
So there you go. You got a broken nose, but at least your sister got a new boyfriend.
Right, totally. And so far, her face is intact, so that's good.
And here's the perk. She loves laser tag.
She still agreed to go to laser tag with you after you broke her sister's nose on accident.
We absolutely, yep.
Wow.
We had a redemption. It was great.
A redemption.
Brave.
Wow.
Well, who knows?
It's so cool.
All right. Well, thank you for the update, you guys.
Thank
you
you.
got it.
Thank you so much.
And
Good luck.
Melissa, are you dating anybody, or are you still single?
Still single, still watching out to make sure Robert takes good care of my sister and her face.
Well, at least you got a fantastic
Who
new
knows,
nose.
you might have a brother-in-law here soon.
Whoa.
Whoa, Robert, let's not get crazy here. We know what happens when you get excited.
Moving 92.5.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
There's a difference between just getting blown off after a date and then somebody just being rude to you.
Oh.
You know?
Totally.
Like you can go out with someone and then just ghost and not ever talk to them, or you can go the other route and be like, you're an idiot. Leave me alone. Never want to talk to you again. And that's a situation that Rachel is in, I guess. Rachel's on the phone right now to do a second date update. She met a dude, and I guess now he's kind of being a jerk, and she just wants to know why. What's up, Rachel? How are you?
Hi.
Oh, God, I know why he's being a jerk. Jeez, what's your attitude for, Rachel?
Come on.
I'm such a mean.
Yeah.
Your laugh is mean.
Yeah, you sound so hard to deal with.
I'm not.
I don't think the question here is why is he not calling you back? It's like, why do you want to call him? Why do you want to waste your energy on this dude?
I mean, he was hot.
Okay. Okay.
Like, we got it off. I mean, we hit it off right away.
You
like,
almost said we got it on.
Yeah.
Did you get it on during your date?
Maybe we did a little.
Okay.
A little bit. Okay. We'll get into that in just a second. But tell us about the dude. What's his name, by the way?
His name is Jason.
Jason, all right. And where did you meet Jason?
I met Jason at a house party.
Okay.
We were at this party together, and I was in the other room, and I could, like, see into the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
And I could just, like, tell from the back of his head that he was, like, so hot. Like, I just saw him. I didn't even see his face.
Dude, if a man is hot from the back of his head, he is definitely.
I've never heard that.
Well, you ever look at someone from behind and you're like, man, they're hot.
Yeah.
But sometimes they turn around and you're like, whoa, was I wrong?
Yeah.
Not in this case?
No, not in this case. I mean, it was, like, gorgeous man, like a light was shining around him. He was like the life of the party. He looked so good. And then I was just sort of like, I locked eyes with the back of his head, but I was like waiting. And then finally he did turn around and I was like, I knew it.
I knew it.
Yeah, I mean, I was totally right.
Did you approach him or did he approach you?
Well, I kind of casually made my way into the kitchen and I walked over to his like group of people he was talking to and just, sort of basically laughing at everything that he said.
Oh, so you just sort of inserted yourself in the conversation and then just started laughing at whatever he was talking about.
Yes, I thought I was pretty smooth about it, but I mean, I was going in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I was making an approach.
And did he notice you right away?
I mean, like eventually he did. Like, I mean, he noticed that I thought he was hilarious and clearly thought that he was like hot because I was like staring at him laughing. But I mean, it felt like he was reciprocating, like he...
Well, you said that you guys kind of got it on, so I guess he probably was reciprocating.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
How'd the rest of the evening go? I want to get to the...
I mean, it was mostly awesome. A little tiny awkward thing happened, but like mostly we were like, basically I realized that nobody was around us. Like it was just the two of us. And we were really having a good time and like we were having drinks. And eventually we made our way outside. And we were like outside and talking, and then we sort of found our way to the side yard, and we're not talking so much, and we're more like making out a little bit.
Okay,
all right.
Side yard makeout session. Hey. Yeah, that's so nobody can interrupt.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of great because it was just like we were still like at the party, but we were like in our own little space, and like we basically started like fooling around, and we were having a lot of fun. Things were getting a little like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And we sort of slammed into a trash can.
Jeez.
Yeah, things were getting
Wow.
crazy.
Oh, damn.
My God.
Yeah,
She grabs it and just...
seriously.
What happened?
Well, the trash can was one of those like loud kind, and it like tumbled to the ground, crashing into the pool deck area. It was really loud and a little
Jeez.
awkward.
Okay.
And basically, the host came out with a flashlight and totally shined it on us.
That's awesome.
Break it up.
Yeah, they're expecting raccoons, and they come
Seriously.
around to see you guys make it out.
Yeah, I mean, it was like we were totally caught. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
I just picture the two of you, like, like you're bent over and you're looking at the flashlight and your beady little eyes.
Yeah, totally.
it was a lot like that.
Okay, that's nice and awkward. Did you go back into the party after that?
I mean, like, yeah, we sort of like got ourselves together, and we like it was funny. We thought it was funny.
Okay.
And then so like a couple days later, basically I texted him, and he was like, "Who's this? I have a new phone." And then I was like, "I'm Rachel from the party." Like Rachel, the not raccoon from the party.
Yeah, totally.
And now he is being really rude.
What do you mean?
How?
is
What's
he
he
being
saying?
rude if he doesn't know who you are?
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's acting like he doesn't know who I am. But I mean, how could you not remember that? I mean, like, how could you forget that? So.
And you sure you have the right phone number?
We texted that night. Like, I saw him receive a text from me that night. And then, like, we texted for a couple days after, and now it's like, now he's acting like I don't exist.
What is he saying? Like, I mean, after who's this? Did he respond?
Well, when I said I'm Rachel from the party, he was like, Rachel who?
What?
Yeah, he was like, I don't know you. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I don't know you. Wow. All right.
I'm like, dude, you know me. Like, I know you know me. I mean, unless he was blackout drunk for 2 days, but like, no.
For 2 days, it could be a possibility.
Yeah, it could be, but it just, like, you probably at this point just want to know why he's being so rude to you.
Exactly. I want to know why he's being so rude to me. And it's like, it feels like there's something else going on. Like maybe his girlfriend was out of town and that's,
Good point. Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
That's why he would be like, I don't know you, because his girlfriend might be checking his phone.
His text messages.
Or something. I mean, it just seems a little weird to be like all about it and then.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I think you're
If
right.
we find out he has a girlfriend, is your goal to like call him out on air about it?
I mean, like, I just want to know what the deal is, like, why he's being so, like, two-faced.
For sure.
Okay, it's understandable. All right, well, we'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I think we're about to catch somebody who's cheating.
Ooh,
It's
me
Brooke and
too.
Jubal in the morning. If you're just joining us for the second date update, Rachel is on the phone, and she met a dude at a party. They ended up having a good time. They even hooked up outside by the trash cans and knocked over a trash can. And the host of the party thought they were raccoons getting into the trash and actually caught them in the act. That was embarrassing for her. But anyway, she liked the dude a lot. They texted a little bit right after meeting, and then he disappeared. And then she texted him again, and he said, new phone, who this? And then said, I don't know you, leave me alone, and things like that. So we're guessing that maybe he has a girlfriend, and his girlfriend may have seen text messages from Rachel. So I think we're definitely about to bust him. Rachel, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Oh, I forgot to ask you, have you done any like detective work, like found him on social media, asked your friends about what his relationship status is?
I mean, I asked our friend who's the host of the party, but he's like a friend of a friend.
Oh.
So, like, I don't really know his last name. There are a lot of Jasons in the world.
Yeah, there is.
You search through every Jason on
she's like,
Facebook.
she's trying to find the hottest one. Show me
Yeah.
the back of your head, because that's all I remember. You were so hot from the back.
Exactly. I needed that to be the profile pic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Can I speak to Jason, please?
This is not Jason.
I'm sorry, what?
This isn't Jason.
That is.
Oh, all right. Well, who is this then?
This is Trevor.
Okay. Well, this is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Do you know Jason at all?
Wait. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
listen,
am.
Trevor?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Hey, Trevor.
Oh my God, I follow you guys on Instagram.
Sweet.
Oh.
Thanks, Trevor.
Sweet. Appreciate it.
What are you guys calling me for? What, did I win something?
No.
No, you didn't. I'm not even trying to call you, Trevor. I'm trying to call a dude named Jason.
Well, that hurts.
If you don't remember the
God.
beginning of our conversation.
Oh. Well, this is my number now.
Oh.
Okay, so you just got this phone?
Yeah. I've been getting calls all week for this Jason dude.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's what happens when you get a new phone.
Yeah.
I got a new number a little while ago. I don't speak fluent Spanish. Whoever had the phone before me, obviously a fluent Spanish speaker. So when did you get this phone?
Like a week or so?
A week. All right.
Okay.
Well, that sucks because
Yeah.
we're trying to do a second date update, and this girl, Rachel, was looking for a dude named Jason, who apparently used to have this phone number.
Oh, Rachel, is she kind of hot?
Wait, what? Now you're
I
just
don't
trying to
know.
get with girls that want Jason?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just curious. Is she a hot girl or,
I don't know if she's hot.
She probably is. Jason, according to her, Jason was like the hottest man on the planet, and Jason was interested in her, so we don't get to see her. She just called us.
So wait, I listened to the second date updates that you guys do, and does that mean she's on the line like right now?
Yeah.
She is on the other line, Trevor.
Oh, well, what's up, Rachel?
Trevor, you're funny.
I'm like trying to get a second date from Jason. That's what's up.
Oh man, that sucks. I mean, why did he ditch you? Did you do something, or like did you do something weird?
Trevor, I don't even know how old you are, and I don't know how you took over this segment, but good work, man. Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of doing our job right now.
Seriously.
I don't really know. I didn't do anything. This is weird.
I mean, you must have did something, or maybe he just, maybe he was just staring at other chicks or something,
Trevor, he doesn't have his phone number anymore. She can't get a hold of him. You obviously have his phone number.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I have the phone number now, but I mean, that was a week ago. That's old news.
Jason's old news.
All right, no, this is really cool. This is cool. So, Rachel, tell me what happened.
Tell me what happened.
Tell Trevor.
Let Trevor fix it for you, Rachel.
I mean, it's like why? I mean, I don't know. It's not that. Why am I talking to you about this? Like, like this guy Jason and I met at a party, and we really hit it off. I'd like to talk to him again.
I mean, did you guys hook up at all?
What? That's none of your business, Trevor.
Oh, that totally sounds like you did. You totally did.
Oh my God, Trevor! Trevor, I love you.
Rachel, you're being trolled by this dude.
I mean, I'm a single guy.
Oh my God, what is happening right now?
You want to go on a first date with me?
Oh, wow. Oh, well, Trevor, I mean, give her some stats. What do you have to offer her?
What do you look like, man?
I mean, I'm pretty handsome, I just got a job. And
yeah, you got some.
I mean, I'm like that. Those are good qualities to have, a job and handsome. I think that you might be. I'm just guessing, a decade younger than me. I think maybe.
I mean, I'm old enough to at least have the phone now. So.
I'm old enough to have a phone. Yeah, he's got a phone, just got a job.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But he's in high school.
What do you think, Rachel?
I think, I mean, I can't really believe that this is happening.
I mean, you better believe it, baby. I mean.
Baby.
Just, I mean, listen, you got ghosted by him. I'm not trying to ghost you right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now, though.
Uh-huh.
Who knows?
Rachel, are you considering this at all?
He's charming.
I mean, I really don't think so.
Oh, come on, Rach. I mean, listen, we can even just hook up later.
Yeah, I'm not going out with you. You sound like you are in high school.
I'm not in high school anymore.
Like currently, because you're on the phone with us, but later on, you probably have to go to school.
I mean, yeah, I've got classes later. That's about it.
Okay.
This is not exactly what I thought was going to happen. Was this phone call?
Come on, Rach, give me a shot. Let's just hang out. Just maybe there's a reason that we have our numbers now, each other's numbers. Maybe there's a reason that this happened.
Ooh, kismet.
Rachel, would you go out on, I guess, a first date with Trevor, who I think is a high schooler?
Yeah, and
we will pay for it.
I don't think it's legal. I just want to throw that out there.
I think I'm going to pass. I mean,
Yeah?
You sound like you're very charming, Trevor, but I think maybe in a few years, when you get out of grad school, let me know.
You don't want me to Google the age of consent in this state and then make your decision after that?
I mean, I'm flattered. I think, yeah, I don't think so this time.
Well, I mean, good luck with that Jason dude or whatever, that jerk. And he still got my number, so if you ever want to talk about it, I'm here. I'm here for you.
I'm here.
He's persistent.
Yeah, he is.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Take a seat.
Text in at 78592 that says, you need to hire Trevor as an intern right now.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. If you missed today's second date update, Rachel called us and she wanted us to get a hold of a dude named Jason. They met at a party. They hooked up actually in the side yard and got caught by the host. Mm-hmm. And they texted for a day or two afterwards. And then suddenly he stopped responding and then started responding rudely. Like, who's this? I don't know you. Leave me alone. And then we called that number and a kid named Trevor answered and said that he just got a new phone.
Yeah.
So obviously, Jason had canceled his phone service, and Trevor must have got his new number. And then Trevor started hitting on Rachel and tried to get her to hang out sometime.
Dude,
He said no because Trevor sounded like he might be late for social studies class.
Right?
He was definitely in high school.
Yeah.
But he had so much game.
Yeah, people texting in like, this guy's a legend
what?
already.
Yeah, dude, I think she almost said yes.
I think so.
Until she had to check herself and be like, wait a minute, I don't need to go to prom again.
Yeah. This Trevor kid is going to take over the world someday.
Yeah.
So it was a pleasure to meet him. And hopefully he finishes up his last couple years of high school and then maybe gets a date with Rachel. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Move at 92.5.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
The guy on the phone today that wants to do a second date update was impressed by the girl that he wants us to call back today by how quickly she dropped to her knees.
Whoa. What? That is not a way I want to...
To pray. He met her at church.
Why do you do that to me?
You guys are perverts. He met her at church. That's all I was trying to get at.
Sure, yeah.
Sean is his name, and he wants to call a girl named Lisa today. I guess he met her in church. Sean, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
So that's what impressed you about Lisa, huh? Her praying abilities?
Yeah. She maybe not in that way, but church. It's a good place to meet people.
Yeah. So you met her at church. How did you approach her at church? Or did you like wink at her during the service, throw a Bible at the back of her head? What'd you do?
Well, I've been going there for a while, and she started going, and she always sits in the same pew on the right-hand side, probably about 6 back, so... I've been watching her for a while, and I was like, it's time to make a move.
It almost sounds like you're stalking her at church with details like that.
Well, no,
Sean.
you do. I grew up in the church, and there's usually like a couple hot girls, and you always know where they sit, and you kind of want to sit like diagonal so you can stare at them while you're at church. Yeah, it's not that weird, Sean.
Thank you.
So how did you approach her?
Well, it was the end of the service, and we're all leaving, and we're all standing in the foyer, and I just went up to her, and I was like, hey, I noticed you, and I had my eye on you, and I was wondering if you just wanted to go grab some coffee, just, nice and simple. That's what I said.
And you had never talked to her prior to that. This is the first time you guys had ever talked.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you smile, you walk past people, but I never really, said anything to her, and she never really said anything. So, yeah, it was just kind of just walked up to her and just said that.
Did you get the vibe like she knew who you were, too?
A little bit. I mean, she, you said wink before. I mean, I didn't wink, but that smile, the way they look at you.
Yeah. So you were definitely throwing her flirty glances and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, hey, she's cute.
All right. So obviously she said yes to coffee. How was that little date?
It was good. I mean, listen, I did everything. It was raining that day, so I waited in the parking lot. She pulled up. I walked her from her car to the front door, and then opened the door for her, of course. And
sweet.
We sat down. I mean, I pulled out the chair, all that kind of stuff, and it went good. It went good.
That's really sweet. I mean, you sound like a man who's looking for a relationship. You want something more out of this date, I guess.
I really was looking for something. I mean, she seems great. She looks hot. In church. I mean, what more could you want, right?
How was the conversation?
It was good. I mean, we talked about this, we talked about that. One thing I like is it's not just all church talk. I mean, there's the real world, So we're talking about our jobs and what we like to do and that kind of stuff. And I bought us everything. I mean, I'm thinking I did everything right. I walked her back out. Rain kind of was away, but I still had the umbrella. That way it gets to stay closed. You know what I'm saying? So I walked her back to the car, opened the door, gave her a kiss on the cheek. Of course, it's just first date, so no, tongue wrestling.
Right.
So gave her a kiss on the cheek and just closed the door, and she drove off.
And how many times have you tried to call her since?
I mean, not every day, stalk 5-6 times a day, but try in the morning, try at night. I mean, I've been trying. So.
And you haven't seen her at church or anything?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't been to church since, so I haven't had the opportunity to see if she's been there. So I'm not really sure. She just hasn't been returning my phone calls.
Okay. Is there anything that you can think of that would make her not want to call you back?
Well, there's just one thing that happened. I mean, she wanted to, it sounds really stupid. I don't know. It just keeps replaying in my mind. So she wanted something to drink, right? So she wanted orange juice. And I'm like, it's cold, it's raining, it's wet outside. Why would you get orange juice? So
You said that?
You questioned her orange juice choice?
Did you, like, really tease her about it?
Well, I didn't think it was mean. I just went ahead and ordered her a hot chocolate. I mean, I was paying, so I was like, listen, it's cold outside.
So she wanted an orange juice. You said, no, you're getting hot chocolate?
Yeah, I did, you know. I mean, I just don't understand why you would order orange juice on a cold, rainy day. It's wet outside, you know. We're just stomping off our rain boots with all this water. I got my wet umbrella, and she, like, wants to get a wet, cold orange juice.
Yeah,
So
but that would come off as a little controlling.
I don't think so. I mean, it just didn't make sense to me. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe she didn't like that happened. I don't know.
Did she get her orange juice at all?
No, why would you get orange juice?
Yeah.
It's cold outside.
Orange juice for you.
And this was at the beginning of your date?
Yes.
Okay.
Right at the counter.
So, but all the conversation after that and everything else was fine?
It was cool. She was laughing. I was laughing. We had a great time. But, I mean, the vibe was just a little weird standing there because, like, there were people behind us waiting, and we're back and forth about the OJ and the hot chocolate, and I'm just
Can
like...
I ask, did she drink the hot chocolate? Because I think that will be the telling sign.
She drank it.
Okay. Well, maybe she wasn't upset by it.
Well, the fact that it happened at the beginning of your date and then you had a decent conversation after would make me think that that's not the issue.
Look, it's not a perfect date. I can't say that it was a perfect date, but it definitely deserves a second date. I mean, I've had much worse happen than this, you know, tripping, falling, people not showing up. I mean, I think I deserve a second date.
Cool. Well, we're going to play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
All right.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
All right, if you're just tuning in for the second date update, Sean is on the phone. He met a girl named Lisa at church, and she's not calling him back after their first date. They went out for coffee, enjoyed some conversation, and he can't figure out why. The only thing that he can think of that might have turned her off a little bit was at the beginning of it when she ordered an orange juice at the coffee place, and he kind of gave her a hard time for that because it was wet and rainy and cold outside and said, why are you going to do that on a wet, rainy day? And then he ordered her a hot chocolate. But the date continued and it seemed to go fine, so I don't know if that's really the reason. We're about to get her on the phone and find out what went wrong. Sean, you have any last thoughts before we give her a call?
No, I mean, let's get to the bottom of this.
All right.
Okay. And you got something worked out on how you're going to win her over with your words of romance.
Well, we'll see what she says first before I decide what to say to her, you know?
Oh, okay.
It could be something terrible. You're like, I don't ever want to talk to her again. Who cares? All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, get her on the phone, and get your second date update. Here we go, man.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Lisa, please?
this is Lisa.
Hey, Lisa, how you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay,
Have you ever listened?
maybe once.
Okay, cool. Well, it's nice to meet you, Lisa. The reason I'm calling you today is because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
You actually went out on a date with one of our listeners. His name is Sean, and you met him at church.
Oh.
That's not a good
You remember
response.
meeting Sean. You remember going out with Sean, obviously.
Yeah, so he contacted the radio?
Yeah, it's a thing we do called the second date update. It's where if somebody goes on a date and gets blown off, they email us so we can get the person on the phone and ask why.
Wow.
Sean told us about your date, and he also says that you haven't been returning any of his phone calls. Do you mind talking to us for a second and telling us why you're not calling him back?
I didn't like him.
Well, that's
Point
pretty
blank.
simple.
Okay.
All right. That's cool. Hey, that's a good reason for not calling somebody back. Is there a specific reason that you didn't like him? Because when you talked about your date, he said you guys seemed to have a good conversation and enjoy each other's company.
I mean, he was doing all right on the date. I mean, I have to give him credit. Like, it was raining, and he came to my car with his umbrella, and he walked us into the restaurant.
Yeah.
So, I compliment him
I told him, it's really refreshing to meet a guy who does all these things. I mean, you've been really polite and, going out of your way to be a gentleman. And then he's like, well, thank you. I feel as a man, it's my job to take care of my woman. And, the type of girl that I'm looking for, she just knows how to be subservient. He said the word subservient.
He actually said subservient to you.
I would have lost it.
Exactly.
Wow.
And it was just over from there. He pretty much wants a woman who wants to be barefoot and pregnant all the time. And he said that he didn't want his wife to work. He basically wanted her to stay home and raise the children and cook all of his meals.
Oh my God, I would have left right there. I can't believe you stayed through the date.
I was trying to hear him out. I thought maybe I could reason with him, but he's just narrow-minded, and it was like trying to talk to a caveman. He's less than my house. That's why I haven't called him back,
Yeah, I don't blame you. I just think that that's so weird that you would continue to be that nice. Not that you'd have to be rude, but...
I really just didn't want to make a scene. It was just a coffee date, so I thought, just hold my tongue, and in 45 minutes this will be over, and I will never see this ass ever again.
Okay. Well, Lisa, what if I told you at least have to talk to him one more time?
What do you mean?
I mean that he's actually on the other line listening.
He heard what I said?
Yes, he did.
Yes, I've been on the phone the whole time. Hey, Lisa.
Oh, God.
What? Okay, so tell me.
You heard
didn't
what I
have fun? You didn't
You
like
heard
it?
it, right?
You didn't have a good time?
Did you hear what I had to say, Sean?
Sweetie, listen. I heard it, but I know what you meant, okay?
You're trying to talk to me after what I said about you?
There's nothing wrong with a man taking care of a woman and taking care of her needs. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about,
Listen, that is not taking care of a woman and her needs. That is being controlling and condescending. And since you don't understand that, we don't need to see each other. We don't ever need to
But here's the thing.
ever
What's
again.
wrong with me knowing what you need? I know what you need. I know what you want, so I'll give it to you.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
It's cold
Listen to
outside.
yourself.
Hot chocolate. That's what your body needs. I'm an old school guy, all right? Even if you don't know what you need, I know what you need because I'm tuned in. I'm paying attention.
Crazy. You're not
The issue here is you're not playing your role. You don't know your place. Your place is to be a woman, and my place is to be a man. A man has a place too. It goes both ways.
Sean, I know what I want. I know what I need. And you cannot control everyone. You cannot control every situation. You don't even know me. You met me one time. One time, Sean.
Wow.
You cannot know what someone wants or needs in one time.
Honey, just calm down.
I'm not
Here's the
and
thing.
I don't need to calm down.
This is what I'm
you
saying.
need
Just
to get
take a
help.
breath. So you're telling me you don't like a gentleman? You don't like somebody opening the door for you or walking in the rain? I mean, you don't like somebody doing a man's job.
I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like what you're about. I don't like your ideas. I don't like your views. I don't like your opinions. I don't like you, Sean.
I don't think any woman listening right now likes you, Sean.
No. There's a lot of girls out there that want to be taken care of, okay?
Well, you go find that girl. You go find that crazy ass. This is not me.
All right, well.
Hey, listen, I don't have to listen to some feminist Nazi on the radio.
Wow. You are the one who reached out to me. Trust me, I would not have picked up the phone if it had been your number.
I'm going to ask the question anyway.
Oh my
I feel like I know the answer, but I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. Lisa, would you like to go out with Sean on a second date? Okay.
I love you, Lisa.
All right, Lisa.
I do.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you being honest with us.
You're welcome.
All right, take care. Yeah. There you go, Sean. That's your answer, man.
Well, looks like somebody lost out, and I'm just going to go find another
there
one.
you go.
Listen, a lot of people want a real gentleman.
That's not a gentleman. A gentleman believes in things like gender equality and respect for women.
I don't know.
Oh, you guys are such a-holes.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.